there's a amulet there. Look, he's got his hands on one. I mean, this tracks as well with the Professor Doe that we're trying to find, because it's potentially this EOD organization that took her, right? From the underground sea cave. So, yeah. Disturbance in the shells as fighting breaks out between locals and Innsmouthers. The cause of the conflict appeared to be the disappearance of several women, with locals accusing a group of Innsmouthers of the crime. Again, the police report that led us there was about one of them stalking some woman through the streets, and then the cop came and, you know, tried to have words with him and arrested him. The Oakmont police continue to investigate the vanishings, but as yet the case remains unsolved. One source from the shells reports that traces of fish scales and seaweed were found at multiple victims' homes, which seems to have precipitated the fight. The Professor's fact list. Okay. Westerbrook usually has his lunch about 2:30. Get some soap. Anna always stays at the fish market. She shouldn't learn about me. Are they going to be like ex-husband and wife? I bet they are. I'm calling it now. The woman at the fish market and this guy were married. Or maybe this is the daughter. Don't know. New hauls of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. The guard spends most of his time on the second floor during the night. Think about a way to divert suspicions from Westerbrook. Don't want him to come to any harm. Don't forget to return the flask to the storage. Think about Plan B. Well, I'm pretty sure Plan B didn't involve nearly getting a harpoon in the anus. So, yeah. Ooh, there's a locked door there. I'll have a look there in a moment. Let's just rummage around all his goodies. Yeah. Alright. Bonk.
Budge.
Woman's clothing.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
An empty picture frame, but what was in it?
I loved you. I always loved you.
Anna? Yeah. Well, that doesn't link to that. Or that. Still got some more conclusions to draw. The fact that the free baby carriage is sat outside his apartment as well. I'm wondering then if Anna might be his daughter. I don't know if we've got anything else we need to do here.
And judging by the layer of dust on it, this
ring
ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Aha!
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
Oh, look, it's Anna. Okay.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
Oh. Okay, yeah, this is a bit more twisted than I thought.
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay, so that had to be the first one. That has to be the second.
I don't care what your damn...
You
That's
will
the
never
third.
understand our cause! My child
So she had
is
a mutant
blessed
fish
by
baby,
the sea.
probably.
I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
I know it's crazy, right? Well, I'm not sleeping tonight.
What are you doing here?
Calm down. The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
Better a burglar than a poisoner, don't you think?
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me. Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Fine. Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
So it's okay to poison these people in that
fish will
event.
prevent this. How?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
So this is one of those classic cases of when you become obsessed with your enemy, you become the enemy.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and Kay, they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good.
The greater
I looked past it
good.
for some time, but then,
She became pregnant.
yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doomed take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
Swallowing too much seawater.
Forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call deep ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Yeah, how do you know this?
Where did you learn all of this?
Well, I mean, I suppose you told him.
This information about the EOD.
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Perhaps not coincidentally.
Of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
Blackwoods.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
Help you poison the ordinary citizenry? See, if I say I'm listening, do I get an option to back out of this? I hope so. I want to hear what he has to say. He might have a different idea.
Keep talking. Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish.
Fuck you.
It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you enough to deal with me, so it should be simple for you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your target.
You're a madman, Cavendish. You're willing to let innocent people suffer and die just to get revenge on your ex-wife. No, this madness has to stop. And I'm gonna put an end to it right now.
Oh, no. You don't understand. Ah!
Boom! I mean, I nearly took his picture then as well. But, you know, I figured, nah, shoot him instead. Different kind of shooting. Okay, so I killed Cavendish. Speak to Anna about this. I should probably take a picture of the body. That doesn't really need to be done. Okay. Poisoning was sabotage because of EOD's suspected crimes or pregnancy. Ranks of swelling. Right, so he did that to avoid their ranks swelling, because of course that's a reasonable way to deal with this. He was either a desperate saviour. After the EOD robbed him of his wife, he's determined to save others from the same fate, or he was a psychopath. Well, I mean, I already killed him, so we might as well, you know, go down that route. The guard was afraid of Anna. Pregnancy was ordained. Oh, right. Okay, that's why he was afraid of her. She's like, you know, the Virgin... Well, not Virgin Mary, I guess, but yeah, she's the mother of one of their blessed children. So Anna Cavendish is covering up for the EOD's shady ambitions to take over the city, or she really believes in this. No. I mean, she really does believe in it, but... Actually, no, I think she really does believe. We've still got one more piece of evidence with the suspected crimes. So I can either help Anna and the city, and deal with the poisoner and help the city from starvation. Or this guy's a desperate savior and she's a filthy liar. Doesn't really lead anywhere right now. Okay. I kind of feel like maybe I shouldn't have shot the guy. Where's the last load? Save. I want to go back and not shoot the guy. I want to see what happens. I don't normally do this. I like to live with my choices, but I do kind of... Oh, we already... That's even earlier, so no. Next one, then. This one before the talk? Probably not. If I have to go all the way back and research his apartment, then... No, okay, well, I guess we have to, then. Poison was sabotage because of the rank swelling, okay. We'll not bother doing it, then. We'll stick with what we've done. He was a dangerous psychopath, because he was. This is where the guard was afraid of her. See, the other option as well, the honest benefactor and the filthy liar, doesn't lead to another conclusion yet. But we still have this, EOD suspected of crimes. I don't think I collected all the evidence here. Now he's dead. Fish market's over here.
Your vote is your choice. Choose wisely.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
I found the poisoner and dealt with him. He won't be bothering you anymore.
See, bless you, Charlie. That's great news.
Don't call me Charlie.
Who was it?
Well, see, now that's the interesting part.
Yeah.
It was your ex-husband, George Cavendish.
You shouldn't have told her that.
Well, that son of a rotten shark finally got what was coming to him. Good riddance. Still, it's strange. I never thought he'd have the guts to do something like this. He was always a pushover.
Well, I pushed him over into the great beyond for you, so... And yeah, you're taking this really well. What the F?
You're taking this remarkably well for a woman who just found out her ex-husband was a poisoner.
And he's now
He's
dead.
nobody to me. The EOD is my family now.
Wow.
We serve a higher purpose than he could ever grasp. My life finally has meaning. You've done us both a huge favor by relieving him of the burden of his miserable existence. Well done, Charlie.
All right. No more messing around. Get me in touch with your Grand Poobah or whoever's in charge, now.
Easy there, Charlie. I'm a woman of my word. Go to the basement of the fish market. It's nearby. You'll find an Innsmouther there by the name of Maurice. Tell him I've sent you. You'll get your answers.
About time.
In other words, we'll get a shotgun to the face. Okay, so a basement of the fish market. Where would that be? Oh, here we go. Wow, we're getting raided by 21 people. Psychoastronaut, thank you so much for that raid. How are you today? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm Iron Wolf, and we're playing The Sinking City. Welcome on in. We are delving deep into the grubby, evil mysteries of this place. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Doing incredibly well. Oh! Whoa! Gee, I'm not doing well. I am not doing well. Oh god. Oh, he just took a bullet to the head. Whoa, okay. Oh. You've been streaming this yourself. Awesome. How are you enjoying it? I'm kind of liking it. But, oh, well, there we go then. Kill him. Yeah. But yeah, I've been having some trouble with some of the investigations. Like, I have no idea what to do next in some of them, so... Maybe too much, yeah. Have you looked deep into the face of madness? So, yeah. Anna asked me to contact the high-ranking EOD and Innsmouth named Maurice. We'll find him in the basement of the fish market. I'm to tell him he sent me, and then he had a picture of me, and he's supposed to kill me. Good job, Maurice! You did a slap-up job. Now, let's find out what these guys were up to. Should probably also... Stab! There we go. Used all my blooming bullets up again. Okay, oh. Well then. Yeah, this bodes well. This bodes very well. Ooh. Alright. What's in here?
Hey, Mr. Reed.
Do I know you, buddy?
Not yet, but I know you. I also know you're looking for a particular lady. My name's Fred. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
I'd say the EOD is good. Well, I know they're bad, but I also didn't want to side with the poisoner. I think that's a pretty extreme option. Is like, no, we just let them kill a bunch of innocent people with the poison that I put on the fish, and then everyone will turn against them. I'm like, no, that's not good. So no, I shot the professor, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to do that. So I was going to reload the save, but the autosave was like 25 minutes of gameplay lost. So I was like, I'll stick with my bad choices. So yeah, I was expecting an ambush, or at least I was thinking it would lead somewhere, you know, bad. I didn't expect 3 people to just jump me in the basement. Okay, so... Go on then.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. Alright. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've in England what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
Wow, okay, that's... yeah, sure.
What is this order you mentioned?
Really narrowed it down for me.
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
I wondered if the D stood for Dagon.
An old being from the depths of the sea. In books, they show him as a monstrous amphibian. The Innsmouthers worship him as a god. And of course, they make sacrifices to him. In blood.
Yeah, I've seen the blood downstairs.
Alright, fine. I'll look into it. but your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
Yeah, this is very creepy. This is like the first real dip into anything Lovecraftian I've done. I've always wanted to play, you know, like Call of Cthulhu tabletop and all that kind of stuff, but never really got into any of it yet. Oh, she's gone. I was going to shoot her in the head. I mean, it would be stupid if she was still stood here. You hit monsters screaming a lot. You should go back and look at my Saturday stream. Ooh. There was some shrieking. So we need to report to Mr. Throgmorton before we proceed. Report the findings on the EOD and Harriet Doe to Robert Throgmorton. I can find him in his manor in Old Grove. Okay, so that's a thing. This doesn't link up to anything though. I must have missed something. But I mean, we're stumbling through. So, side question, have you played any of the other games by these guys? Like the Sherlock Holmes games? Because we played those recently on this stream as well, and they're really good. If you like the investigation mechanics of this game, you should definitely look at those. Right. Okay, well, fast travel. Where are you? You have. Awesome. Where did you find open house? What do you mean, open house? There it is. That's the one we want. Oh, the case, right. That one... Let me double... Yeah, that's right. There's a case called Open House, isn't there? These are the houses that somebody wants us... to do. Who was this guy? Walter. He was a guy at the fish market. Let's have a look. Where is he? Inside the fish market itself, I think it was actually where this edge is over here, there's an Innsmouther that asks you to go to his 3 properties, and you have to then put incense, like braziers in each one. So there's one over there. I haven't done these yet. I think that was one of them in Coverside, and there was another one down here. So yeah, if you just go back to the fish market, you'll see that guy hanging around. It should be near the entrance to the basement. Whether he's still there now, if you've moved past this quest, he might have been scared off, I don't know. But yeah, he should be in there. And yep, no problem. Want the outfits. Oh, do they give outfits for those? Ah, okay. I'm not usually a big collector of those. When I played the Sherlock games, I just like wore the same thing throughout the whole game. Didn't really change much. Unless it needed me to for a case.
I know who is behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD. The den of those filthy Illuminati.
Fishies.
I'll tear it to the ground.
Like, seriously. Bad jokes are my domain, Throgmorton. Don't you go there.